Remind you that we have a simultaneous interpretation available via the FIFA app. Now I'll open the floor for questions. Please raise your hand, wait for the microphone, introduce yourself and the language in which you'll be speaking. We'll start here, please, in the corner. No, back there. Thank you very much.
The one with the silly hat. Hi, Rob.
Hi Rob, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, well, at least you could see me this time.
Exactly, spotted you straight away.
Yeah. Can you give us the latest fitness news, particularly with Joe Allen? Is he ready to play in this World Cup? Have you had any players suffering after Monday?
No, we've got a few tired bodies, Rob, as you can imagine. We had a few go down with cramp late on, but Joe Allen got through his fitness test for us as well, so that's good news. He's fit and raring to go, and we've got a decision to make on that, what's best for him and the team as well, you know. So everybody else is fighting fit.
Next question. Yep. Here in the front, please. It's fine.
Hello, Mr. Page.
Hello.
Hope you're well. I'm Mila Javamadi from Press TV. We've been speaking to some Iran fans and the national team. They are very eager to bounce back from the 6-2 loss against England. They say that anyone who wins this game has the most chance to qualify from this group. What do you think about this?
Yeah, completely agree. Both teams want to go out and win. Iran are going to want to have a reaction from the disappointing defeat. I think they'll have looked at the fixtures and forecast where they can pick points up. England was a free game for them, and I think that's why the manager changed the shape throughout the success that he's had. I know he's only been back at a short time, but he plays a certain way, 4-3-3, like USA. And he changed it for that game, but I think that was purely just because it was England and the quality and depth that they've got. So I think we won't be too surprised in the formation he picks against us. And like you said, both teams they'll need to win, realistically, and we want to win. So it'll make for an entertaining game.
Yep.
Simon Davies from BBC Wales. Rob, we saw the German players yesterday cover their mouths in protest of FIFA's armband stance, rainbow armband stance. Are your players planning anything similar, a similar gesture at all in over that issue?
No, we've got campaigns going on that we're fully supportive of as an association and as the Welsh Government. I want my players to focus fully on playing games of football and winning games, and I'm sure Germany now in hindsight will probably have the same message.
Okay. Next question.
Ian Mitchell-Moore, Media Wales. Hi Rob, hope you're well. Just in terms of Gareth, he's set to be your most capped player of all time for the men's game tomorrow if he plays 110 caps. Phenomenal achievement, but how much does he deserve that for what he's given this shirt over the years, and he transcends beyond football what he's given to Wales as a country?
Yeah, he has, he really has, and I think it's gone to another level overnight again, hasn't it? You know, with what he's done. He admits himself it wasn't probably one of his better games over the 90 minutes, but when you need him, he delivers for you. And you know, if you want anybody under a pressurised situation late on the game to get an equaliser, it'd be Gareth Bale to take that penalty. And he's done it time and time again for us. You know, when we need the win against Austria, he delivers goals. Against Ukraine, he's the one to step up and take the free kick to get us to the finals. So, yeah, he deserves all the credit he's getting at the minute.
Hi, Rob. Martin Blackburn from The Sun. Just on Gareth again, is he going to be fit to play sort of, 2 games in 4 days and maybe 3 games in 8 days? He's not played a lot of football, has he, recently? And there's the hot weather to consider as well. Yeah, good luck not picking him. Yeah, He's fit and raring to go, let me tell you. I've said before, time and time again, he's the ultimate professional. He hasn't stopped since the final whistle went. He's been recovering. He's done his own little bits today. He knows what his body needs, and he'll be ready come the start of that game.
Yes.
Hey, Rob.
How
you doing, mate? Can I just pick up on Joe again? What has he done to be able to be in your plans when you have your team meeting for selection to even be in that? Can you give us a sense of what he's done? Because when you and I spoke, two weeks before you flew out here, you told me not a chance. But he somehow managed to get on the plane and somehow now available for selection. Yeah. How has he done it? And can he do 90?
Well, the medical team have been exceptional with him, and they're the reason that he's now in a position where he's fit and raring to go. We were all concerned about him because of the extent of the injury, and he kept breaking down. So they've had to meet targets along the way, and they've met every target. And last week, then they pushed him to 100%, and it was a gamble. And if he'd have broke down, he would have been completely out of the tournament. We could have done it sooner to push him for the USA game, but I decided against that because when we look at the group and the confidence that we had to get out of the group, then I want him for the long term. So.
Before we continue,
could he do 90? That's something we're going to have to discuss with the medical team now. But he's fit and he's raring to go.
please let's use the microphone for the question. This is for translation purposes. Thank you. To all the photographers, thank you so much for participating. No more photos from now on, but you're welcome to stay in the room. We'll continue here.
Hi, Rob. Gary Jacob.
Hi.
Can I just ask you, and can I ask you two bits? What will your approach be tomorrow, given not only you need to win, you need to score goals, and would you consider changing the formation? I know you've played the wing backs for a long time, but would you consider perhaps going back to a back four and having the extra sort of body up top?
We've qualified for a World Cup playing a style of football a certain way, a formation that's got a success. So I don't see after 45 minutes of a disappointing to our standards that we have to panic and change shape. So we always have a plan B, and we always, if need be, like we did against USA for the last 15 minutes, we took Nico off, put a centre forward on, but then that's just going gung-ho and sort of having a go and rolling the sleeves up. You know, there's a bit more to the plan than that. And even with the back three, we can still be very positive and attack with 5 and 6. So we've got a plan for tomorrow's game, and we've identified areas that we think we can exploit and hurt them, and hopefully that materialises tomorrow in the game.
Yep.
Rob, Alistair Bunk from Sky News. A number of your fans had problems getting to the stadium in the last match because of the rainbow colours they were wearing. If that happens again tomorrow, what would your message be to the stadium officials?
Well, again, we've passed that over to the association and the Welsh Government with everything that crops up now regarding that as well, with our staff not being allowed in with the bucket hats, the rainbow bucket hats. We've passed on to the chief exec, who spoke about it in great depth, I think, today.
Hi, Rob. Evening. James Nursey from the Mirror.
Hi, James.
Hello. Are you conscious that the group could come down to goal difference, and is that something you'll be stressing to the guys before the match, and how will that affect maybe the tempo of the game and things like that? Thank you.
Yeah, look, first and foremost, we want to win the game tomorrow. That's going to be our approach. And then, it might come down to goal difference. If you think back to the Euros, James, we got off to a start against Switzerland with a draw, then we beat Turkey, and then we went into the Italy game with, I think, a 3 or 4 goal swing, and we couldn't get beat more than 2 or 3 goals on that day. So it might come down to a similar situation, but we can't think too far ahead. We just got to think about the game tomorrow and getting 3 points on the board.
Next question in the back. Yes.
Hi, Rob. Michelle from ITV.
Hi, Michelle.
Rob, I just wondered how the players have found training in the heat this week. It's got to be a good few degrees warmer at the time of been training. And are there any concerns for fatigue with some players not playing regular club football and going out in those temperatures tomorrow afternoon?
Yeah, it's going to be a factor tomorrow. Of course it is. It's going to be, the hottest part of the day for him. So we'll have to manage that. When we first got here, it was 31 degrees when we wanted to train, ideally. I went up to the training ground and it would have been impossible for him to train in that heat, without having a negative impact on him. So we tweaked it. So for the first few days we were out here, we trained at 4 o'clock instead of 1, the coolest part of the day. But this week we've had to get them used to training in that heat. So that's why we've trained at 1 o'clock every day, or 1:30 today and yesterday, getting them ready for that 1 o'clock kick-off tomorrow. But it is a factor, yeah.
We can take one more question. Here in the front, please.
سلام. سلام، مرتضی یعقوبی هستم از ایسنا. تیم ملی ایران مقابل انگلیس 6 تا گل خورد، ولی در ایران این امیدواری وجود داره که تیم ملی بتونه مقابل برز برگرده. نظر خود شما و برداشت خود شما از باخت 6-0 مقابل انگلیس چیه؟
Yeah, they were up against a very good English team. You look at the substitutes they made to bring on. You know, they absolutely made them better again, didn't they? And they could have been anybody else's starting 11. So, whereas Iran will be disappointed with the amount of goals they conceded, I still think they were quality goals. And Iran will want a reaction from their team. So we'll be fully prepared for that.
Okay, thank you so much. With this, we conclude the first part of this press conference. In a couple of minutes, we will have player Gareth Bale.
Thank you.